Good evening, Professor Cooper. This is Michael Jikrin from your ET 570 class, and I made this video to show you how to install Gradle. Now, there is actually a newer version of Gradle called Gradle version 6.8, so we're going to install that one. So in order to do so, we're going to download the binary only version. Because if you download the complete version, it has about 12,000 files that we don't need, as opposed to the binary version that has only the files we need to run with Cordova, etc. So we're going to download that file, and I'm going to place it on my desktop because it's just easier to find it because it's right there on your desktop. So we're going to download that, and it's going to take about 20 seconds or so to download. Let's give it its time. It's about halfway done, a little more than halfway. It's 103 megabytes. So we've downloaded it now. The download is complete. So we're going to close up this window. And we're going to go to the Gradle folder here. We're going to move this Gradle folder into view. You don't have to do that. I'm just doing it to show you. And we're going to right click on the zipped folder. And we're going to extract all. And extract. Now the extraction should be done very quickly. Because it's only 230 items. As opposed to the 12,000 items that we had before. Okay. Now we have the extracted folder over here. This one, the zipped folder, we're going to delete because we don't need that. And now the extracted folder we're going to open. And inside of it, you should see a folder called Gradle 6.8. I'm not sure if I can zoom in on that. Let's see. Can we zoom in on that? View. Large icons. Yes. Gradle 6.8. Wonderful. So now that it says Gradle 6.8, we're going to right click on that and we're going to click copy. So we're going to copy it. And the reason why we're copying it is so we can put it into its own location in the local disk. So we're going to go to this PC. We're going to go to local disk, and we are going to go to, we're going to click new. We're going to right click in this area. So we're in this area here, right? And we're going to right click. I'm going to click new. I'm going to create a new folder. And we're going to name that. And now we're going to open that folder. And we're going to right click. And we're going to click paste. So now that that's pasted, well, it's almost done pasting. Great, so it's pasted. So we set up our first directory. Now we're going to go back to this PC. We're going to go to local disk. We're going to go to users. And the users, we should see one that says Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Now, well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is my username. Okay? You're looking for your username. So if your username is John, it's going to say John here. If your username is Sally, it's going to say Sally over here. My username is Yu-Gi-Oh! So we're going to click on my username, Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to go to app data. We're going to go to local. We're going to go to Android. We're going to SDK. And then, right here in this area, we're going to right click and we're going to paste it. And it's pasted into the Android SDK area. Wonderful. So now we set up where we want our files to be. Now all we have to do is set up set up the paths. So to do this, we're going to go to this PC. We're going to right click on this PC and we're going to click properties. Then we're going to click advanced system settings and we're going to close up this window because we don't need it. And then we're going to go to environmental variables. And this right here is going to give us the user variables and the system variables. Now, nothing is going into the system variables. We're not touching anything in the system variables. We're not. Okay? We need it to be in the user variables. So, here we're going to click new. And we are going to type in Gradle underscore home. Now, we could just type in the directory, but that's where we might misspell something and it's going to be harder to find. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click Browse Directory. So when we browse the directory, it's going to open up this little area here that says Browse Folder. And we're going to click on this PC. And with that being said, we're going to click on Local Disk. We're going to click on Users. And again, you're gonna find your username. So my username is Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm gonna click on that. Then we're gonna click on app data, sorry. And then we're gonna click on local. Now, from the local, we're gonna go into Android. And then we're going to go into Android SDK. Then we're going to click Gradle 6.8. And then we're going to click Gradle bin. And that's going to set up your Gradle home directory. Right? So click OK. OK. And that sets up your Gradle home. Right? But now there's one more thing that you have to set up. So in the user variables area, we're going to scroll down and we're going to go to paths. And we're going to double click paths. That's going to open it up. Or alternatively, you could click on path and click edit. And that's going to open it up as well. Now we have to set up the Gradle path in this area as well. So we're going to click new. Then we're going to click browse. From there, we are going to go to this PC. We are going to go to local disk C. And then we are going to go to Gradle. And from there, we are going to click on Gradle 6.8 and then bin. And we click OK, 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 OK. And that's our Gradle setup. Now, to make sure it's working, we're going to open command prompt. So that's Windows R. Type in cmd. And then we're going to type in Gradle-version. And you see it says Gradle 6.8. I don't know if I type in just Gradle, it'll run. It says starting a Gradle daemon. See that? Starting a Gradle daemon. It's up here. Sorry, I moved up here. Starting a Gradle daemon. So, hopefully, this solves your problems, Professor Cooper. If not, just email me back. And, yeah, have a great day and enjoy your weekend, Professor Cooper. Signing off.